It's late magic again that gets us another win. We are still undefeated in 2024, heading in to mid-February. Full-time Villa Park, Aston Villa 1, Manchester United 2. After our first ever win under Eric Ten Hag, against a top 9 team away from home. That is a massive, massive step forward. Without Lisandro Martinez today, which was going to be a massive challenge playing out from the back against Villa, but Harry Maguire stepped up in one of the most extraordinary circumstances you'll ever see. What a game from Harry Maguire. There are so many players we need to get into. It's also 3 a.m. right now. I've got to wake up in 3 hours, so I'm going to try to get through this as quick as I can. Let's start off with Andre. Andre. It's got a distribution was shit. Shot stopping awful. 7.5 Andre. It's been a positive banana today. Like, oh my god, what a performance. It saved us in the game pretty much. He fully saved us from losing or drawing that game. I mean, what an incredible performance from Onana. Shot stopping all over the net. Coming off his line so quickly. Coming in for courageous duels. Whether he was just throwing his body on the line or just getting his foot in there. What a game from Onana. Such a good, just proper goalkeeping performance. Dalot, he's gonna be a 9 and my man of the match. And I don't care what anyone says. He's not only has he been our best player this season, he was our best player today by such a long way. As a right back, it takes a lot. When you're a striker, you get a 9 or a 10 for scoring a hat trick. When you're a midfielder, you get a 9 or a 10 for dictating the play or scoring a few goals, getting a few assists. You know. If you're a centre-back, you get a 9 or a 10 for a pure, just world-class, flawless, dominant centre-back display. As a fullback, Diogo Dalot was flawless, did absolutely nothing wrong, and provided more to the game than I've seen any of our fullbacks provide this season. I actually think Dalot has been our best player this season, as I just said. He's had such a good... he's been our most consistent player, our best player going forward. His defensive abilities this season have improved massively, and Dalot is one of my favourite players. He's actually on my screen right now being interviewed in that beautiful Stone Roses jacket. Bloody hell. I mean, Diogo, game-winning assist, dropping into midfield as the modern fullback was great. So comfortable on the ball. I mean, brilliant. I don't know what else I need to say about Dalot. He was just game-saving blocks. I mean, he was monstrous. Raphael Varane gets a 7 for me. Very lucky because he actually got nutmegged on the goal that almost got scored, but that was cleared by Dalot on the line. But, I mean, brilliant performance, Rolls-Royce performance, great in the air, actually much better on the ball today. I've never really rated Varane on the ball. Obviously, defensively, he's top-notch, and I really like Varane. I think he's a great player, but I think on the ball, I thought he's always had his flaws, and I thought he was great on the ball today, dropping into midfield or that full-back position when Dalot decided to drop into midfield. I mean, Maguire's got to be an 8, really. I'm going to give high scores to the defence because they deserve it. Shaw also gets probably a 7. I'll give him a 6.5 actually. I think they all get high scores though. 9, 7, 8, 6.5. I think Maguire was absolutely monstrous. Again, I'm going to give high scores to defenders because Maguire was monstrous. It rarely did anything wrong. And if he did, it didn't really lead to anything. Stepping into challenges crucially and playing in a high line, he's really stepped it up as of late playing in that high line. I mean, I guess we do have to play a little bit of a deeper line with Maguire, but it's not too bad. On the ball, brilliant. Courageousness through the roof. Great game again today from Maguire. Let's go for... Actually, I'm gonna bring Maguire down to a 7. I'm gonna bring Dalot down to an 8. I'm not gonna inflate things too much. Casemiro, probably a 6 for me today. A 6.5. Really, really good on the ball. I just think he's a bit slow in midfield still, and he's still coming back from injuries. You know, I fully understand that, but I think in terms of holding the midfield, we lost the midfield for a lot of the for portions of that game, a big chunks of the time. So, yeah, I think Casemiro was the main part of our midfield breaking away a few times, but I thought apart from that, he was brilliant. Cobby for me was better than Cass. He also gets a 6.5, but I thought Cobby was the better midfielder. Basically today we set up as a 4-4-2. So Chelsea midweek beat Villa comprehensively at Villa Park by playing a 4-4-2, and that sort of stopped Villa's system. We've done the exact same thing, by the way. We've sat Manu and Casemiro as the two holders. We've sat Rashford and Garnacho either side of them as the wide midfielders, and we've gone Højlund and Bruno up top. And I think that I think Bruno could have not played, and we could have played on McTominay instead, if I'm being honest, if we were going to play that system. But I thought Bruno was good in general play, don't get me wrong. Yeah, I thought Cobby playing in that role as a midfield too was really, really good. I thought so comfortable on the ball. He was vital to the game winner. In fact, he gets a 7, Cobby. He was vital to the game winner with that little foot change flick off to Delo, who put the cross into McTominay. Just his ability how smooth he is on the ball shouldn't be allowed. It's ridiculous. Bruno, probably a 6 for me. Wasn't a vintage Bruno performance, but it was probably a 5 performance, but I'm giving him a 6 because he was asked to play as a striker today. If you watched football properly, you could see with your own eyes, Bruno was forced to play in the 4-4-2 system today as a striker, and it was just really tough, and he didn't find enough opportunities to drop deep, and it was tough for Bruno today. It wasn't really his fault, though. It was a managerial decision, which ended up working, but Bruno was just, I guess, the sacrificial lamb in that system. Garnacho 6, straight 6, didn't do anything wrong. A little bit unlucky, maybe could have made a quicker pass on one of the chances earlier, but look, Garnacho's been playing well lately, nothing wrong with that. Rashford again, 6. I thought his confidence is a lot better. He was taking the game on. I thought his decision making was good. He was a little bit off in some instances. But again, 5.5 is unfair. I think Rashford again is looking very, very good as of late. Rasmus probably gets a 7 for me. Scored the goal. Really good pace on the counter. Drops deep. Again, great Rasmus performance. Let's go to Victor Lindelof, who was probably a 5, I'll be honest. He was shit, but he was asked to play out of position. We've got no left back. If Malassi was fit, he would have come on, but we had no one else, so we had to bring on Lindelof. Scotty Boy, 7, game winner. What a guy. Scott McTominay. Scott McTominay. Johnny Evans didn't notice him. Sofian didn't notice him. Good to see Sofian back, by the way. And Eric, I think the formation that we played today was so incredibly intelligent from Eric. He saw what Chelsea did midweek, and to interrogate that high line in the Villa system that they love playing at home, we played the 4-4-2, a high-pressing 4-4-2, and it completely weathered the storm of Villa's system. Yes, the midfield got split open a few times, but that was the sacrifice in the system. I thought the press was brilliant. I thought Eric subs. People are complaining about Eric subs, but I didn't think he could do anything more than what he did. I thought he brought Amrabat and Evans on at the right time, Scott on at the right time, and I mean, Shaw had to come off with an injury, and who else will we go bring on? By the way, personally, I've got a little unique opinion. I think Anthony at left back would be brilliant. Let me know down in the comments what you think of that, because that could go down quite poorly. Eric, 7 for me. I thought he managed the game absolutely brilliantly. Really good pre-game management, really good in-game management. Yeah, good day out for Eric. Submits my vote to the man of the match, Diogo Dalot, with 41% of the vote, as he should. Let's go to the Player of the Year votes, and they are 5 votes, Diogo Dalot. Once again, that is his 7th 5-vote game of the season or something. Back-to-back 5-vote games for Diogo. Andre Onana back on the vote board. He gets 4. Maguire gets 3. Erasmus gets 2. And Scott McTominay with the game winner. The Scotsman picks up the 1 vote. Let's go to the leaderboard. And it's a runaway. Diogo Dalot leads by 21 votes on top. That is obscene. I was not expecting a runaway. But Diogo sitting on 59 votes. Second is tied between Bruno and Maguire on 38. Then it's Garnacho on 37. And Rasmus is on 36. As well as Onana, who's also actually on 36. Alright, what an incredible performance that was. Up you fucking Reds. Undefeated in 2024. I'm over the moon with that win. So happy. Next weekend, Luton at Kenilworth Road. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Cheers. United.